Welcome to Paige's Lessons, a podcast dedicated for those who seek advice and wisdom on how to become the best versions of themselves in the most authentic way. If you identify as someone who is ambitious, goal-driven, and a badass, you've come to the right place. Self-reflection, mental health awareness, and exploring life's transitions is at the heart of our conversations because I truly believe every single day provides a lesson. I'm your host, Paige Mitchell, a board-certified life coach, motivational speaker, and mental health advocate. I can't wait to share these golden nuggets with you. I think a big part with Paige's Lessons and the whole idea that every single day is a lesson, every single day is a takeaway. You're going to learn from the person that you met at the grocery store. You're going to learn about your patience when you're being tested driving. You're going to learn, oh shit, I'm a really jealous person when I look on social media. You're just going to learn about yourself, or you're going to learn some life lesson every fucking day. Like, this is just the truth. This is the core of the podcast. And it is my intention every episode to be as authentic and vulnerable and real as possible. And with the caveat of promoting mental health, promoting self-development, life transitions, self-talk, being aware of your process, of your journey, and how fucking messy it is, right? It's not beautiful. Well, that's subjective. It is fucking beautiful, okay? But it's not picturesque, okay? Our lives are not, this grid on Instagram where every single picture is filtered and tailored specifically to look so visually appealing. Like, that's not fucking life. So, this episode, I wanted to get into where I'm currently at with my mental health and just some of the things that I've been working on lately. And honestly, like, these past few episodes that I've been recording, I'm feeling super inspired by other modalities. With my background if this is the first time you're listening to this episode, hello, welcome. I have my master's in counseling and my bachelor's in psych. So I've been a psych nerd since I was 17 years old, almost half of my life. And being in this mental health field, counseling and therapy, I thought that was pretty much it. I thought that was the only way to dive into the psyche. And I'm a huge Freud fan, okay? Like, I will always be, even though he's a cokehead fucking maniac. I love the dude. There's so much truth to the fucking principles that he had. But anyway, we're not going to get on a Freud tangent. Instead, I'm just stating the fact that I will always be a mental health advocate, and that doesn't mean it has to just be therapy. I really think there are so many different ways to integrate medicine and healing. And while I'm out here living in California, I've been exposed to different modalities and treatments. And it's all the journey of what's going to make the most sense to me. And I want to ask that for you as well. Whatever your beliefs or stories are around therapy, and then whether therapy is right for you or not, like, are there other things that you've tried? I'm also a life coach, so although that isn't therapy, it's still a branch of talk. What is it? I guess like talk therapy in a sense, but with coaching, it's where you are right now and where you want to go in your life. What are the goals more future forward than the therapy, like processing your past, right? So there's coaching. But on today's episode, we're going to get into just a couple modalities that I've been trying lately. So last week, if you tuned in, I briefly touched on, I could have gone longer, but I'm making these episodes hella short. So I talked about breathwork. And that's been a really cool process of learning about the impact of your breath and really working with a facilitator, someone that has been going through this training and knows all of these techniques, these breathing techniques. And fuck, dude, breathing is free. Okay? Like, yeah, you gotta, you pay for like a class, or you pay to be coached and guided, but like, how beautiful is that your breath is free and you could do it anytime. So that's a beautiful thing if you're interested in looking into. Another modality that I have been really passionate about, only because my really, 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 really good friend, my soul sister, she made me a recording, very customized, of a hypnosis track that I listen to. I aim to listen to twice a day, one in the morning, one at night. Sometimes though I fall asleep because she is so damn calming. But my friend, which I'll put in the show notes, she has been in this space for a while, and we have had coaching sessions leading up to what I want to work on in my life. And hypnosis as well. Like I'm sure there's a lot of listeners out there. You're like, holy shit, hypnosis. What is this? Does she like hold a fucking watch back and forth and she snaps her fingers and you dance like a chicken? No, it's not that shit. It's just more about getting into the unconscious mind, and what my script, what this 20-minute audio track is, her recording. And by the way, like, I did read the script before she hit record. It was very customized, very in tandem. What it's about is affirmations for myself. Believing that I am worthy. Believing that no matter what happens to me, I am resourceful and creative and will figure the fuck out. Just, there's so many different beliefs that I want to continue to preach in my own head. So listening to them on a daily basis, I'm doing this experiment, right? Of let's see how long this is gonna fucking work, where it may take 6 weeks, it may take months, but so far I've already seen change. I've already seen change in my confidence, in the way I carry myself, in the way I talk to people, and not having this pressure to prove myself to other people. That's a big thing too, is I'm tired of explaining myself, explaining my desires, when it's just like, no, this is what I want and this is what I am going for. Fucking deal. You know what I mean? So hypnosis has been another form of self-development, and that's really worked with me because it's specifically to my own affirmations and things that I want to improve for myself. And the ultimate core state is to love myself, knowing that I am worthy. Straight up fucking period point blank. And then lastly, another modality that I will land on and wrap up with is I've been working on parts work. And so in therapy, there is, it's somatic, actually, parts work. But this one is through NLP, which I am not an expert, folks. Like, this isn't what I got my certificate in. I did not go to school for these trainings. This is very specific trainings that these people do. They spend money and they spend hours with clients working on these. But I have been having these sessions. They're called core transformation in the NLP world. And you can Google everything I'm saying if you want. But anyway, parts work for me, basically I'm having these sessions where I'm going deep in my subconscious and I'm working one-on-one. And they're bringing up these questions about, there's a part of me that really believes in this about myself. And then there's a part of me that really wants this. And it's a complete opposition of what this other part wants. So if you think about it of like multiple personality disorder, where we have a bunch of different people playing voices in our heads, and a lot of it contradicts, but that means all of these voices are fucking valid. All of these voices deserve to have stage time, have airtime, right? And getting deeper and deeper into what is it that they truly want. This part of me that acts like a fucking 13-year-old brat when I don't get my way, right? And that comes out as a 32-year-old being a brat, right? But no, there's this inner child or this 13-year-old self, right? And so with this coaching of this NLP, parts work, core transformation healing, that we're discovering like, oh wait, the 13-year-old actually really just wants peace. This 13-year-old really just wants to be loved. So she's acting out in all these ways, right? And so it's peeling the onion of the subconscious, and it's just been really cool. And so what I've done is I've actually created, I bought some watercolors, and I've been painting these parts of myself as if they're characters. And it's been really helpful for me to separate my, all of these voices in my head it's basically just the self-talk narrative, right? The self-talk of, oh, you can't do this, Paige, or, oh, Paige, you just want to be loved, or, all the different things. And I've been making them characters, and it's really cool to see it on paper and to just kind of play with all of these voices are who I am, but sometimes they can get a little confusing. So I like the separation and using kind of that distance, and it's just been really fucking healing. So we got breath work, we got a hypnosis track, and we got parts work. Those are currently the things that I have been working on for the past few months, and I'm going to continue doing them because I feel a lot better. I feel really heard and understood and validated. And all in all, for me, this is about self-recognition. This isn't about, oh, Paige, like, you're doing so good. Like, don't get me wrong. If you want to give me a shout out, fuck yeah. I take the compliment. I receive the compliment. Thank you. But it's also about me owning up to the wounds. And if I want to be a life coach that offers confidence and authenticity and helping people live their dream life, then I got to do the work myself too. If I'm going to give you all medicine, and what I mean by medicine is if I'm going to give you all a part of me, right? My services, my voice, my wisdom, if I'm going to give that to you, it better come from a very clean and nourished vessel. So at the end of the day, what are you doing to nurture, nourish yourself? Whether that's therapy, acupuncture, going to the gym, being at the beach for 5 hours. Like, what do you do to heal yourself and to really get into this deep unconscious of the shit we all go through, right? We all have trauma. We all have experiences. Let's get fucking right into it, right? So this episode was a little tiny bit longer than usual. Usually it's 10 minutes, but I was just so stoked and went on a rampage. So if any of this, as always, if it resonated, if it was helpful, please take a screenshot, tag me on Instagram, send me a direct message. I want to hear from you. I love when you all reach out to me. I love hearing just like your testimonials and rating and reviews. Like, it means so much to me that it landed. So thank you so much again. Please take care of yourself. And until next time, I'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks so much for listening to Paige's Lessons with me, Paige Mitchell. You can find me on several social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all using the same handle at paigemitchell.coach. Got any questions about the show? Send me an email at connect@paigemitchell.coach located in the show notes. And if you really like the show, don't forget to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to this so you don't miss an episode. Please make sure to leave a rating and review because I love hearing your observations, takeaway, and personal journey. Remember, every day provides a lesson. You got this.